One of our favourite YouTubers, Laurence Brown from the YouTube channel Lost in the Pond, has released a video talking about his crazy experiences with his new puppy. And we found this so relatable.
Because we've got two here.
We thought it'd be really fun to react to his video today and to share some of our experiences with our lovely puppies.
Here we have Layla.
And this is Lily. Layla's 4, turning 5 soon, and Lily has just turned 3.
They still look so young, don't
They
they?
do. They're toy poodles, so they eternally look like puppies, even though technically they're not puppies anymore.
1 year ago this week, I introduced the world to Arthur, an adorable 4-month-old puppy that we adopted 1 year ago this week. That's redundant. The YouTube comments that day range from OMG, Arthur is so handsome to I want him now. Bit weird, that one. But there's one thing that I don't think I adequately conveyed in that announcement video, which was this. Arthur was the first dog to enter my care since I was a child. He was also my first ever puppy. Because of this, I didn't know what I didn't know, and at the time I just figured, how hard can it be? I just need to walk him twice a day, play with him a bit, and make sure that he shits outside. It turns out puppies are a lot more work than I realised.
I do relate to what he's saying about the naivety that you kind of go into it with, or at least that we went into it with. We had no idea what we were letting ourselves in for when we got Layla. And to be honest, it's probably a good thing that we didn't know. The energy, the puppy biting, the attitude. Lily, you're rather loud.
Well, see, this is the thing, isn't it? That crunching noise, we've hidden the bone up, but Lily has managed to find the bone.
Yeah, this isn't just something that she's doing now because it's her video. She does this pretty much every video.
The girls had a puppy when they were young, and it was our first dog, and she was a King Charles Cavalier called Misty, so gorgeous. But I nearly gave her up for adoption because it was very stressful, and I went in again, like you said, very naively. Those first few months were difficult.
Yes.
Lily!
Even now at 3, she still needs to chew.
Yeah.
And I will say she's very good. She doesn't usually chew things she's not meant to. She doesn't chew furniture. She doesn't chew her clothes or her shoes. But she does like her chewy bones. And she gets a bit irate if she can't do it.
Yeah, it's like, I need that bone. I need that bone.
Something that drew us to Arthur in the first place was that of all the dogs at the shelter, he seemed to bark the least. In fact, it took him 3 whole days after moving in with us to make any sound at all. A moment I captured on video.
Come here, Lily. Oh, look at the training.
Oh, the training,
yes,
the training.
Good girl. Yes, I remember Layla didn't bark at all for the first probably 3 or 4 days. And we thought, oh, we've got a lovely quiet dog.
Yeah. She thinks the box is an intruder and she's defending us. Look, she's defending us.
Layla is a princess. She's very high maintenance, very much like Lucy was as a child. So I feel that karma has actually come full circle.
Yes, Layla is very demanding. She's incredibly vocal. She expresses herself with her voice a lot. People always say, oh, dogs are great, they don't answer back. Dogs answer back, or at least Layla does.
Yes.
If she doesn't like what you're saying to her, she'll stamp her little paw and she'll cry.
Yes. Okay, look who's arrived.
Hi, Layla.
American. Let's look here. Oh my goodness.
Big attack.
Okay.
What's number 1, Mum?
Oh, what? We'll be going in a little while for that WALK.
I can't see what I'm doing.
Oh, it's probably worth saying that a lot of Americans... Oh, God, no.
No, not the queen.
If she wants you to stop and give her immediate attention as you're walking along, she actually jumps onto the back of your knee and she knows just the spot where your knee buckles. Seriously, for a small dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. She's realised ways to get around her size, and one of them is the back of knee jab. It's awful.
Oh,
especially if you're holding things.
At 5 months, he just wanted everybody to be his friend. The amount of times I've told him, Arthur, that's just unrealistic. Some of us want to be your friends, but most of the animal kingdom wants to kill you. Unfazed by this, he was and still is especially rambunctious around other dogs. I'd be lying if I said I didn't find this period challenging. Come to think of it though, so did he. Ah, Arthur, you're all trapped again. Arthur.
I must say though, Layla and Lily are not the type of dogs who like to play with other dogs, or they're not interested in other animals or that kind of thing. They both like their own space. They like playing with each other.
Yes.
But beyond that, they're a bit, not the friendliest.
No, and they don't even like other people unless they really know them. So if you're out on their walks, they get so much attention. You feel so proud. But then they're really embarrassing because they shy away from other dogs, other humans, not other humans.
Other humans. One of them's demanding to go out now, so we might need to pause for a second.
God, it's so hard filming with these dogs.
So, like, honestly, most of our videos you don't usually see this because I cut it out, but it's us pausing, restarting, because there's some kind of poodle emergency, which I better go and see to now so we don't end up with an accident. Be right back.
Second of the day.
Another fun thing is they're very weak-bladdered.
My wife and I spent countless hours searching variations on the phrase, what does it mean if your dog X, Y, and Z? And X, Y, and Z could be anything from eats a tangerine peel to never sleeps. In fact, it's not hyperbole to say that during his first 2 or 3 months, he never even closed his eyes.
We were told that dogs would sleep, I think, 18 hours a day, puppies, when you first get them. I don't think these two have ever slept for 18 hours a day. Layla in particular as a puppy, it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but it just felt like she never really slept. She would like power nap. So she would sleep for maybe like 20 minutes, half an hour at a time. And then she'd be ready to go again. And it was really hard because I was working nights at that point. So I'd get home and she'd be like, okay, it's time to play.
And at this point, you might be thinking, Laurence, if dogs bring you so much joy, why did you wait so long to get one? 2 reasons, really. Number 1, I'm really lazy, and B, trauma. Max, this is not a comedy bit, you can tell because my glasses are off. The truth is, as a child, I was traumatized by the sudden death of our family dog, who I found in a river when I was 9. I was completely overwhelmed by the feeling of finality, the notion that he had breathed his last breath and devoured his final newspaper. And people might think, Laurence, it's not like you lost a brother or something, but actually, it was a lot like that. It was my first experience of profound loss. This lovely Jack Russell, who'd been there my entire life, was gone, and with him, a huge degree of innocence. And so until I acknowledged it as trauma a year ago, I spent my entire life refusing to get one. A dog, not a life.
Yeah, I can't even talk about the fact that they're not going to be here one day.
Well, they are your children, aren't they? Yeah.
I know, people call me crazy poodle woman, but they're just... They're just so much part of the family, and I completely understand. Like, we've talked about, my husband and I, are we going to get other dogs in the future, and it's just so hard to come to terms with the fact that they don't live as long as we do. And so I understand. I can see why, especially finding a dog in those traumatic circumstances. And
being such a young child at the time as well.
Yeah, it would just be awful, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I completely understand. I know a lot of people who have loved and lost dogs and other animals as well, and said, I just couldn't get another one because I just couldn't bear the...
It is so sad. It's so painful because they are part of your family.
Yes.
You know, and you just love them so much, and they give you so much in return, don't they?
They do. Like, the house is so much better coming home when there's dogs waiting for you. They're so excited to see you. They're so happy to see you. They just change the energy of a household. You know, it doesn't matter what kind of day you've had or even how long you've been gone. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 2 hours, it could be 5 hours. They're always so excited to see you when you come back. It would be really hard, I think, now coming home to like that quiet.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, everybody. But I think it's really important to acknowledge
Yeah.
it, because I think sometimes people get laughed at for getting emotional about their pets. And it's a really real pain. And so I think it's really important to acknowledge that and say it's okay to feel that. I mean, my dogs are perfectly healthy and I still can't even like go near the topic of it at the moment. So I understand. And I think we all need to be really understanding of people who are grieving pets.
Yeah.
And something else upon which Arthur and I secretly agree is that the holiday season is a very confusing time. Halloween showed him that there are bad witches.
Oh, why are you pulling away, sir? What's going on? What is it? Is it Halloween witches?
And failed ones.
Down so that we can all see the doggy who's nibbling at me. Look at that.
And he made quite clear his feelings on having to share a birth month with me, his human overlord.
Both the girls' birthdays are near Christmas. So like Lily's December 23rd and Layla is January the
27th.
And I remember you making a birthday cake.
Yeah.
Which was very much enjoyed.
Yes, I did. Maybe I'll have to try that again, because Layla really did love that for her second birthday.
Yeah. And her first birthday, we had a picnic in the park, didn't we?
We did, yeah. We always do something. Birthday number 3, I made dog-friendly ice cream. Yeah, I try and do something that's not only toys, because they have so many toys. They almost have too many.
Yeah, it's like an assault course trying to get from one end of the room to the other sometimes.
Yeah, do a little hop over. Yeah. And there's really only, they have like their favourite 3 or 4 toys each. The classics.
But Lily always likes to play with Layla's special toys, and Layla does not like it. Lily will start to obliterate each toy.
Yes.
And Layla gets very upset.
Yeah, Layla's a bit more of a snuggler. She likes to throw her toys and then she'll snuggle up and
do other things.
Yeah, I didn't know if I should mention that.
No, we won't mention that.
She's a lover, not a fighter. Let's just say that.
In addition to daily walks and playtime, Arthur now expends energy by taking the stairs several times a day. This especially happens when a human is already going up them, like world-renowned camera operator Laurence Brown. He also follows the humans to every corner of the house.
They really do follow you everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, they are super interested in whatever I'm doing.
And whenever you go to the bathroom, you'll hear that funny sort of loud sniff under the door.
Yeah, Layla's got this heavy breathing thing she does under the door.
And you just hope it's not somebody, some old guy who's managed to get into your home.
Yeah, it does have old man vibes.
It
does,
does,
the sound that Layla makes.
And it's a bit disconcerting.
Yeah.
In a moment, I'll be taking out the trash, and when I do, Arthur will follow me to the garage, watch me go in, and then go to the gate to watch me come out. How do I know this? Because he's done that every single time since day 1.
Oh, the trash.
The trash.
Lily loves following me to the trash cans or rubbish bins if you're in the UK.
And when she comes to visit here to our house, we haven't got a flip top bin. We've got something under the sink. So we have to put elastic bands over the handles, because she'll be in that bin as quick as lightning, won't she? And it'll be everywhere, all over the floor.
Oh God, yeah, she loves it. I think all the smells and old food and stuff like that.
Where are you going? To a child, a single year can feel like a lifetime. To an adult, the same is true, except it's the lifetime of a mayfly. The biggest thing that I've learned living with a puppy is that, true to the cliche, they really do grow up so bloody fast.
Have you got the zoomies, bud? Have you got the zoomies?
Last March, he could barely go 5 minutes without biting my ankles. Today, he much prefers to lick them. And so I sodding well intend to cherish every single day with the little bugger while he's here.
We wouldn't be without them for the world.
No, they really do. They make everything better. They make everything more difficult, but they also make everything better and bring so much joy and fun and silliness and playfulness and love. So much love. Oh my goodness.
Oh, please let us know your puppy stories, or if you haven't got a puppy but are considering it, not sure whether we've put you off or made you think, yeah. Let us know in the comment section below.
Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up and maybe subscribe to the YouTube channel, where you may see more of Layla and Lily in the future.